Grabbing your resistance band, we're going to start by having our feet planted firmly on the band as we extend the arm out to the side, keeping the core engaged. The arm goes directly out to the side, all the way up to shoulder level, and then back down to the side of the body, moving through resistance the entire way up and slowly bringing the arm down, moving through resistance as it comes back to the side of the body. And depending upon where you stand, you'll have more or less resistance. Now taking the band behind the body and just shooting the elbow straight up into the air. So bending at the elbow and the arm just juts straight up, trying not to flare the elbow out too much to the side, keeping the core engaged this entire time. And then taking the strap, taking the resistance band in both hands and pulling out to the side. Just showing you this motion of taking the arms out to the side. And now we're going to find them on a very horizontal plane with the chest, taking the arms forward and out to the side, opening up through the chest, opening every single time, moving through that resistance, pulling the resistance band apart and back into the body, moving through resistance that entire way. Moving on to the other side, doing those arm extensions, doing about 10 reps of each arm in each direction, taking it straight on out to the side and back into the body. Feel free to do more or less as you feel comfortable in your body to do so. Go until you find that fatigue starting to happen within your muscles. Now taking the band around the back, the elbow straight up, and extending at the elbow, the arm goes straight up. And the more you step on the band, the shorter you make that distance between the hand and the band, the more resistance you'll feel. So you can gauge how much you want the resistance band to be working for you. We're going to toss that to the side, grab our balls and a block or a stack of books, and then taking our arm up and down the balls here, like a little train track. Feel free to change the rotation of the arm as you're going up and down. Maybe you spread the fingers out and close the fist. You can use the opposite arm as an extra added weight to really apply some additional pressure onto the balls, only if that feels good in your body. And again, feel free to linger at any place for any amount of time. If you want to linger longer, really get into one muscle more than another. There are asymmetries all throughout the body, so sometimes we need an asymmetrical approach, giving a little bit more attention to one side or one area than we would another. And allowing yourself to breathe throughout this, opening and closing the fist, changing the direction of the forearm. And if you don't have a stack of blocks or anything like that, you can always do this movement against the wall. And I'll show you what that looks like here. And then at your own time, at your own pace, transition to the other arm. whenever you feel ready and called to. Giving yourself enough time and attention to focus on that other arm, moving up and down the forearm, all the way to the all the way to the elbow, all the way to the wrist. And applying any additional pressure as need be by the opposite arm. And changing the direction of that forearm on the balls, maybe rotating it in and out as you go up and down. Finding one isolated area and applying sustained compression there. You may notice that one arm feels a little bit different or a little bit more tender than the other. And without applying any judgment here, just noticing the difference between one side and the other. Again, maybe opening and closing the palm, getting a different sensation throughout the forearm. And whenever you're done with that side, move those props to the side and we'll come to the wall. Taking the balls to the upper arm here, still in their toted position. Finding that good position as you jut your weight forward and back, back, and forward. Having a nice, good, solid stance and foundation in your standing legs. And then feel free to take the balls towards the inside of the arm, closer towards the chest. And you can also do sustained compression here on the chest as well. Or open up to that inner side of the arm and moving back and forth on the arms here. On the inside. It's okay if you need to reposition the balls as we go throughout this practice. You can feel free to bend at the elbow, getting a different sensation throughout the arm, if that feels good to you. And taking it along the back, almost finding a warrior stance in your legs here. As you gently come forward to that bent knee and back, repositioning the balls as need be. So notice the arm stays with contact against the wall, and it's the torso and the chest that moves and rotates. So find whatever stance and whatever position works best for your body. And transition to the other side whenever you feel called to. And getting that sensation along the outside of that arm. And coming along towards the inside, Maybe doing a little bit of sustained compression there around the pecs. And taking the balls towards that upper shoulder, inner arm. And moving as you feel comfortable, or lingering wherever you need some applied pressure. Feel free to bend that elbow as you see fit. And if it feels comfortable for you, you can do these poses on the ground as well. But I hope you feel a little bit better in your arms today.